Hi everybody, this is Josh at Ohio Grove. Today we're going to be taking a look at two plants and doing some repotting. First up is this guy. I just got him from a local nursery and it's a Willow Leaf Ficus. So we're going to put him into a pot today, maybe do a little pruning. As you can see, he's got some good growth up here at the top and at the tips of all the branches, so we're going to do some selective pruning on him today and get him to a nice little bonsai pot. And here's our second tree. This is a Black Mulberry tree, and we're going to go ahead and get him into a new pot. He was planted in this large container straight from the ground about 2 years ago. I did do some wiring to get him into that S shape there that you see. Other than that, it's just been clip and grow since then. So very excited to get this guy into a new pot and train those roots to get a nice flare on them. Alright, let's get started with the Willow Leaf Ficus here. We're going to take him out of the pot and see what type of little roots we got going on here. Here's the dirt it came in. So right now I'm just going to expose the roots. We've got this little crazy branch thing coming up. We're going to just tease the dirt away and see what we have here. I'm not going to get a lot of this dirt away from here. Since it's the first time I'm repotting this guy, I don't want to disturb too much of what's going on, but I do want to expose, get down here and see if there's a root flare of any type. And just see what I'm dealing with the roots. It does look like there's going to be some roots here. Let's see what we got. But it does look like I have some root flare coming up here. A nice guy. I don't know if you can see that or not. This guy's coming out real nice. So I'm going to finish taking the dirt off of this, and then we will go ahead and get her into a new pot, okay? Alright, looks like I've got most of the roots cleaned off. I can see it a little bit better now. And I'm definitely going to be taking this guy off. So let me get my root scissors. And we're going to take him off right at the base there. And I think I'm going to take this funky guy off too. And that's going to be that for that. I think the root pruning. I'm not doing a big root prune on this guy. He has such tiny little roots. And I think they'll start splaying out when I get it into a pot. So let's go ahead to my pot selection. Alright, we're going to start with the pot selection now. And I have this one. I've talked about it before. Showed it off before. It's just a little 3D printed pot. I might use that, but to be honest, it doesn't really fit inside of that pot very well at all. I mean, it fits quite deeply into that pot, but it just doesn't look correct. Another option I've got is this little guy, and it is shallower. But again, I just don't think it works for this tree. I want to keep this tree kind of small. We're going to grow it, and it's going to get bigger, a little bit bigger. I want some more healthy roots on it, but this training pot type of a deal, I don't think it's going to fit correctly. So I think my last option is going to be this guy. It's not that well constructed. I made this last year or the year before out of just terracotta clay, but you can see it's just a quick little slab pot that I put together. So I used a slab construction method with it. It does have some texture, which is very nice. I rubbed just an acrylic paint, black paint over top of it to pull out the texture, and left it just the terracotta itself. So I actually might just use this. It's a cute little pot. Kind of just ugly and whatever. But I think this is going to be the winner because it sits in here nice. You know, it might just work just fine. So we're going to go with that pot. Alright, I've got my pot here with a little bit of soil. I've put in a little bit of wire just so I could like secure the plant into the soil. And we're going to go ahead and put the plant in there. And I think for now, just because I'm trying to get some roots to grow, I think we're going to stick with that right there. This really doesn't have a definite front, and I can always pot it up and or repot it as the years go by. So for now, that's fine. We're going to add some soil. I think that'll look nice. Let's give it a water and see what it looks like. Alright, I've given it a water and I think it looks rather nice in the pot. So I'm going to go ahead and start pruning it up. Alright. Now for this one, it looks like I've got a lot of branching here, here, here. Another branch coming off here. I think I like this guy as the new leader. So what I'm going to do is take it back to here. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And then this guy does have, looks like some nodes here, so to keep that kind of open shape like this, I think, or round shape, I think I'm going to trim him back to here, and we'll actually cut him back to here, creating kind of this shape. Hopefully that will all expand, so those guys will heal up. Alright, this is the second plant. Like I said, it's a Black Mulberry tree, and we're going to get her potted up real good today as well. I went ahead and put this into a pot straight from the yard about 2 years ago. When I found it was just like a little twig, and decided to put it in the pot. I wired it that summer, and then took the wire off and just let it grow all year last year while I did numerous prunings on it. So mulberry will send up like 3 or 4 good blooms of growth per year, so I can get some really good ramification pretty quickly on this guy. But I want to see what we've got for a root today, so we're gonna go ahead and start repotting this. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get her up. Nice and easy here. So, we definitely have some root growth down here. I'm going to go ahead and start exposing the root base and the root flare here and see what we've got. Just wanted to take a moment and show you what I've got so far. I've just been slowly digging out the dirt from the roots, and you can see we've got kind of a nice radial root flare going on already. It looks like this root right here is going to be kind of like the base, like the root base where they all come out of. I do have one that's a bit higher. I'm going to wind up taking that off eventually. I think because it's so little and it just is up. It's up very high on the trunk. So I think once that's gone, all of those, and once those are exposed, it'll be really nice. So let's just keep digging away and see what we get. Alright, I've gone ahead and removed a lot of the dirt from the roots, given it made sure it was very wet and damp. You can see that's a lot of root growth. So we're going to go ahead and trim a lot of this up, especially this bad boy right here. This tap root, I'm probably going to cut back somewhere along here. It's because we're not going to probably need him. My card got too full on my camera, so we switched over to the phone. I'm just doing a little bit of root pruning here and there, trimming up some of these really long ones. Not sure how much I'm going to have to keep. So what we're going to do is just give it a little bit of a prune all the way around like that. I do like these. These are nice. So with that being said, let's find a good pot for it, shall we? Give it a little bit of water. And let's find a pot. So a training pot like this would be good. You know, just a takeout tray. This might just have to work. Remember, all I'm trying to do is train the roots in this pot to kind of flare out and get more radial and thicken up as well. So it might have to be one of these, or I could stick it in a pot like this. It would do the same thing. It's just a bit deeper. This one, though, I don't like this pot with this tree. So possibly something like this. Again, just trying to train the roots to flare out and get that radial appearance and get thicker. I'm not sure if this is going to be the right one, though. You know, ideally I could plant it like this and have this be the front of the tree. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. You know, then there's this option. Ugly as all get out, right? But I'm just training the tree. So it would be inside of it like this. I like the depth of it. But I just said I didn't care about the look of it, about the appearance of the pot, but then the other pot, I just said I hated the appearance of it. So let's look at that again. Decisions. Ooh, that kind of, though, thinking about it, that one might have to do it. Do I offset it? Do I just put it in the center and let her grow? Actually isn't too bad. We're gonna go with this. I'm just biting a bullet. Let's just put her in this. Although that thickness is just bothering me, right? I want her to thicken up. So, oh boy, decisions. This might all get cut out. All right, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this pot. We're just gonna go pot it up. I got the pot for free on the side of the road. Somebody was just giving it away. So, yeah, let's pot her up. All right, here we go. I've got the pot with some soil in it, a couple wires here to tie her in. I'm going to determine the front of the tree and gently nestle her into there. So it looks like I've got some trimming to do on the roots. So let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. I'm going to make sure that they're away from the edge enough. There's some wiggle room here. Let's see how we're doing over here. So you can see I had the plant in the previous pot really close over to here, so we don't have a lot of root growth over here. A ton over here. So my hope is that she'll start sending out roots out this way. So let's get those roots in there. Push down. And we're going to add some more soil, and I'll come back in just a moment. I've got the soil in the pot. I've got the plant, the tree is wired in, and more soil is added and pressed down, and I use my chopstick to get the soil into the root mass, and then put on the soil dressing, which is this gravel here. I have one more thing to do. I have this sacrificial branch down here that I think I want to remove at this point. Now, I did a major pruning in the fall on this tree, so I don't really want to do much of a pruning today. There are a couple branches up top I saw that I want to take care of as well. So as of right now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take care of this guy right here. And it's going to be a big old chopper right there. All right, and we're going to go ahead and put some sealant on that real quick, and that'll help it heal up nicely during the spring. Now it won't be pushing all of the growth hormones over here. It'll be coming up into the tree. And then I can clear up that wound later on as the tree gets a little bit older. So we're going to go ahead and zoom up here. Okay, I have some branch issues I need to deal with. These are I paid attention to a lot of the direction these branches were going in the fall, and I'm pretty happy with most of the branch direction. There is a small area over here of concern. Let's see if we can get in on that. Over here, these branches here and here come up and start crossing over this back branch. So I need to decide if I need to get rid of the back branch and probably prune it back to here, or if I like the direction that these are going. Now, the tree overall is coming up and going over this way. There's a general direction of that. If I have these branches pointing upwards, I don't know. It doesn't feel right to me. So, you know, the options are I could just prune them back and see if anything grows out here. I do have a bud right here that's coming out, but it would be coming out back towards the tree. I do have some small buds. This is dead. So let's take care of this dead guy right here. I have this small bud right here I can go ahead and prune back to, and the direction will keep going. So that's what we're going to do today. Prune that back. And then, this is dead here. I have a couple buds here that are just starting to pop out. They come out this way. So, you know, I might have another bud underneath here. So what I'm going to do is just take off that branch altogether. And so now we have this general direction that is maintained. I do have this little guy back here. And he's kind of cutting back that way, but it still feels like it flows correctly that way. Maybe it doesn't. Do I trim him off? And then it has a general pad of direct. Yeah, you know what? He's coming off too. All the way back to there. I like that. That's good. Let's zoom back a little bit. See what it looks like in total. Not a bad little shape of a tree. I really like it. I enjoy this tree a lot. This part concerns me only because it's very leggy out here. I love the shape. I mean, I've got a definite triangular shape here. So I like it, but I think I need to prune it back. And I have many options. Look at all the buds I've got here. I love this tree. To be honest, this looks a little thick here, so I'm just going to take her back here. And those buds right there are going to pop out really good this summer. And I'm sure I'll get that growth back to form that triangular shape to this tree. I think that's about it. So let's zoom out and we're going to take a good look at this tree. So here we are zoomed out. I like the tree. I love its shape. I can't wait till the spring when all of these start popping in. It's just a really fun tree, and I'm glad I got it in this pot, actually. I know I did a little hemming and hawing trying to decide which pot to put it in, but this one, you know, very happy with. It looks good. It matches the overall yellow tone to the bark, which is very nice. I do want to see this get a little bit longer, so maybe in the summer I can do some pruning to encourage growth out this way, but that'll be for the summer. So that's it for this guy. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe down at the bottom, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.